If you're already selling something to your audience but you're not hitting those 100K months consistently, then I need you to hear this. Because the gap between where you are now and where you want to be isn't more content, it isn't growing your audience. It's a clear system that you're probably not using yet, but by the end of this video you'll know exactly what that is. My name is Johanna. I build, market, launch, and scale info products for content creators who don't have the time or knowledge to do it themselves. On this YouTube channel I post everything that every content creator who is selling something online, especially info products online, I post everything you need to know on here. So let's get into it. After watching this video, you'll know exactly how to scale your info offers, how to make sure that nobody slips through the cracks, how to increase your closing rate and increase your conversion rate, and be able to scale to 100K months. But first, let's quickly cover the basics. As the main point, I want you to always have your focus on high ticket offers, especially if you're in that type of niche where a high ticket offer makes sense. For example, making money niche, or relationship or marriage niche, even parenting niche. But why high ticket? First of all, you only need 10 people to really hit 5 figures. Okay, if you have an audience of at least like 10,000 followers, you can easily get 10 people onboarded on a high ticket offer. It needs less work from you, gives way higher returns, and the people that are joining are gonna take it way more seriously, which means that they're gonna get better results faster. Therefore, you're gonna get testimonials faster, you're gonna get better testimonials, which means that more people are then gonna want to enroll into your mentorship or program. When you do have the high ticket offer, then you can start adding a low ticket monthly recurring revenue, like membership, like a subscription for people who maybe don't have the money to enroll in a high ticket mentorship. That makes sure that you're giving value to everyone in your audience and not letting anyone get left outside. From there, like the people in your monthly like in your community, you can essentially then implement an ascension funnel, or from there, and you're just gonna make so much money because people in a low ticket community, like people who have already bought something from you, are gonna be way more likely to buy again from you. Ascension funnels are the most high converting funnels. They are the funnels that are gonna have the highest conversion rate, the highest show up rates, and just the most engaged buyers who want to buy from you. And having something low ticket, it essentially warms people up into an upsell to a high ticket offer in the end. But the thing is, you have to make kind of like an ecosystem. You have to have something for everyone, but not in like have one thing for everyone, but have different things for the different people. Of course, selling the same transformation, not a bunch of different transformations, the same transformations, but packaged in different ways for different segments of your audience. So you can have people who just want, the course aspect, they just want the information, and then people who are wanting the one-on-one and the really close, like work really closely with you. That is how you are gonna be able to scale way faster. Now, when you have these offers or this offer, you want to also make sure that you have a high converting funnel in place that actually converts buyers or converts your audience into buyers without being pushy, without being salesy or anything like that, selling in like a bunch of your content. All right, let's get into it. This is my beautiful little mural that I made just for you. So obviously it starts with the organic content, so let me talk a little bit about that, because not everyone really understand the importance of how you need to structure your content in order to make sales. It's one thing going viral, gaining a bunch of followers, but it's a whole other thing to actually optimize your content to be able to make sales. Okay, so You need to be focused on brand building and not just gaining followers. So there are 4 pillars essentially that are gonna be important for this. So it's virality content, authenticity content, lifestyle content, and value content. You wanna tap into all 4 of those to really warm up your audience to want to buy from you. So the virality, it speaks for itself. It's top of funnel content that is bringing in the views and the followers. And then you have the authenticity posts. That's where you share stuff that makes you relatable and human. Okay, people buy from people that they recognize themselves in as well. And you want to have lifestyle content, so this builds aspiration. This is where you show your, I don't know, luxury lifestyle, fancy lifestyle, or just your lifestyle that people are gonna find aspiration in. And then the value post, so this builds obviously like trust and authority, and positions you as the go-to person that has the solution to one's problems. The thing is, aspiration without authenticity creates distance. If you don't have authenticity content that talks about your struggles, your problems as a human, then people are gonna admire you from afar rather than feeling close to you. And people tend to not buy from people they admire from afar. They buy from people they feel close to. So that is why all of these 4 are important. That is why talking about your own story as well, from when you were in this exact same position as your audience is right now, and the fact that you was able to build yourself up from there, shows that you're not just this guru that just happens to be so rich or so successful, and because it's not for the audience, it's gonna feel like, okay, this person is just doing it, but that doesn't mean I can do it like he's doing it or she's doing it, but I don't really see myself in that person. I don't know if I could do it. But if you can talk about how you were exactly in their position, people are gonna feel like, okay, if they can do it, then I might be able to as well. If it's possible for them, then it might be possible for me. She was, or he was in the exact position I am in right now, and now they're living my dream life. So that means I might be able to live my dream life as well. And people are not gonna buy your product or offer if they don't believe that they can do it themselves. And I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that as well later. But super important to dial in these 4 pillars. And even people like Shelby Sapp, Alex Eubank, Iman Gadzhi, like all of the big names in the info space, they are all doing it for a reason, because it works. Okay, another gold mine is using your Instagram stories to your advantage. Okay, this is an example from Shelby Sapp. She is crushing it in the info product space. Like, she's taking it to a whole nother level, which I absolutely love. She's doing an amazing job. So this is an example of a story sequence. So it starts with 2 stories of a hook, then familiarity content, and the last story is a CTA to join her program. Then we have another sequence, which is just student proof. This is a very effective one, just having proof and testimonials in your stories. It can be in the form of, example, congrats to this student for making this amount of money, or whatever the goal is with your info products. And then by the end, having a CTA for people to know more, get a lead magnet, or just join the program. And how I like to do it for launching is that I use a 14-day launch sequence. It's very, very, very effective. Using your stories to convert people is so effective, because the people that are watching your stories are gonna be your warmest leads. It's gonna be your followers that are highly invested in you, your lifestyle, your knowledge. So it's gonna have a high conversion. Okay, so use that to your advantage. That's why the 14-day launch sequence is also so effective. it goes through every single psychological step that a buyer needs to go through before making a purchasing decision. It makes that throughout the span of 14 days. And this 14 days launch sequence has earned creators millions of dollars in total. It's very effective. By the way, if you want that one, comment launch or something. Yeah, comment launch in the comment section and I will send it to you. I might link it as well in the description. So yeah, look out for it. But anyways, you want to post everywhere. Okay, also I have a video I think covering the 14-day launch sequence. If I do, I'll link it. Yeah, anyways, post everywhere. Okay, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter. Like, this is how the ranking looks like for wanting to convert your viewers into buyers. Okay, the worst platform to be on to get sales is, you know, TikTok. Okay, next we have Instagram. The viewers on Instagram are gonna be just better to, like, they're gonna be more invested in you as a person because of the way Instagram is structured out. And then we have YouTube. YouTube is the best platform. It gives you the highest return on investment when posting. If you're selling info, like, people on YouTube are on YouTube to learn. If they're watching your educational videos, they spend way more time with you. They are there to learn. They are gonna want to know more. It's just a gold mine. So if you're not posting on YouTube, definitely think about it. A very effective way to get buys or get sales includes YouTube as well, and I'm not gonna go into that in this video because this video is just gonna be way too long then, but I think I'm gonna do it in the next one, so have a look out for that. But yeah, definitely, like, if you're posting on TikTok but you're not posting on Instagram, just post whatever you're posting on TikTok on Instagram as well. And you can even post on like YouTube Shorts as well, and then start long form. Anyways, that's the content strategy really quickly. Now I want to move on to the juicy stuff. All right, so ManyChat. Most of you probably know what that is already. It's just a tool that makes sure that it's sending automated messages to your audience once they either follow you or comment on a post, comment a specific word in your DMs or in your post or stories. And it makes sure that every single lead is being reached out to and nurtured. For example, you can have a comment, like, kind of like what I used to, like, okay, I'm not gonna use ManyChat on here, but like comment close to get my closing PDF on how to increase your closing rate by 10%, for example. And that's basically a lead magnet. Okay, use lead magnets to your advantage. It can literally be like a PDF, like it can be a video, it can be, you know, stuff like that that makes people opt in to your email newsletter or stuff like that. Now, that ManyChat automation is gonna lead people to a VSL landing page. What your VSL needs to include is, and including your landing page needs to include it. So it needs to include a clear value proposition. All right, so what do I mean by that? A clear value proposition is something that communicates what the actual transformation is for the ICP, so, or the audience. So not learn drop shipping, but more earn your first $10,000 using my system on this 3-month challenge, something like that, or 10x your closing rate for high ticket remote closers. And what you want to add into that as well is a unique mechanism. So what makes you different? A system, a mechanism, like whatever you want to call it, something that you're using specifically that no one else is using, that has gained you the results that you have. So earn your first $10,000 online using my X system or X mechanism. That makes people really want to know, okay, this person is unique, this person is using a unique system or mechanism that has gotten him or her to those results, and I want to know exactly what that mechanism or system is so I can use it too. Then you also want to pre-handle common objections that the ICP is thinking and that might come up on the call. So when I say ICP, that means ideal client profile, basically your ideal client or person that's gonna purchase. And this is gonna make the close 10 times easier. Okay, the idea with the close calls or closing calls is not to like close someone or convince anyone to buy. Everything that happens before the call needs to handle all of the objections, like give all the info of what is included, like give all the info, all the testimonials, show all the proof that this is working. And the call is just there to basically clarify that and just give any details that the person might be wondering about, and then they buy. Like that is how you increase your closing rate. It's everything that you do before the closing call, especially if you have a no-brainer offer, if you're doing financing on top of that, like it's just an easy close. So pre-handle common objections on the landing page. Write down where it's like common questions. That is where you want to put in the objections and handling those objections on there, as well as in the actual video. So by the end of the VSL, when you have explained your story, explained why this model is the best model to start in 2026 or whatever, by the end of that, you want to add in handling common objections, so you don't have to spend time on these closing calls handling the same objections over and over again, because it's just time consuming and it just decreases your conversion rate. And you also want to have a bunch of testimonials in your landing page and in your VSL, and you want to give value in the VSL. Talk directly to the ideal client profile, so bring up their pain points, their problems, their desired outcome, past failed attempts. You want to know the ideal client profile better than they know themselves. That is such an easy sell. Such an easy sell. I promise you, copywriting is just understanding your audience. Copywriting is just research on your audience. What are their pain points? What are they thinking at night before they go to bed? What are they struggling with? What have they tried before that haven't worked? You want to bring all of that up in the VSL so they feel heard, so they feel understood. Because if they feel understood and heard specifically by you, if they feel that you understand them better than they understand themselves, they are automatically gonna feel that you have the solution to their problems. It's just psychology, it's just how we work. So it's so easy. It's way easier than trying to be like, I have 700 hours of info in this course and I have blah blah 7 weekly calls of that. It's just do research on your audience, understand them on a deep level, not just surface level things. And there are different levels to this as well. I don't know if I should even bring that up because this video is gonna be super long. No, okay, let me skip that, but I can make a video specifically about this. But you also want to walk the ICP through your personal story. It's more engaging, first of all. People are gonna stay on the video for longer, which you want them to stay till the end. That is why it's important to have a hook, make it engaging, etc. So have like a personal story that you walk them through. And what that does, besides making it more engaging, is that it makes the person feel that if they can do it, I can. That person was exactly where I was or where I am, so, and they are now living my dream life, so there's a chance I can do it as well, which I talked about before. And yeah, it builds this self-belief and it builds connection. Okay, having your own story, they can see themselves in your past self. It's inspiring because you have accomplished all of these things despite being in that position, and it builds a authority. After watching the VSL, you want to have a call to action to book a call if it's a high ticket offer, so most of the times. So booking page, and to increase show up rate, besides having all of the testimonials, etc., you want to make sure that they can only book within the next 48 hours. The faster they can hop on a call, the faster you can follow up with them, the higher the chances it is that they are gonna close, because the warmer they are gonna be. If they watch the VSL and they hop on a call after 1-2 weeks, it's gonna be harder. Okay, it's just gonna be harder. So the faster the better. Only let them book within 48 hours. When they book, you want to have an email sequence that sends emails to them until the call, as well as SMS reminders. And SMS reminders you can wait on a little bit to send a little closer to call. Just put on like an automation for that, so you don't have to do it manually, as well as the email sequence. And what the email sequence does is that it isn't just, oh, just a quick reminder that you're having this call in 48 hours. It's gonna be something that the person is gonna want to read and increase closing rates and show up rates when the call actually happens. So again, more testimonials. Like the more testimonials you have, the better. The more lives you can change, the easier it's gonna be to change even more lives. So testimonials give value, stuff like that. Make sure that they watch the testimonials, and you can even have a setter that contacts them personally and makes sure that the person is watching required testimonials or videos or sit down talk videos before the call, and that, you know, it's almost required to watch the video or else they can't hop on a call. Like, you can even take it to that level. It's gonna increase show up rate, close rate. And if they don't book a call after the VSL, let's say they hop on the landing page or the booking page, you want to follow up with them, ask them, hey, I noticed you didn't book a call. Is there like no slots available that works for you? Like stuff like that, and just hit them up, take it from there. And also before the call, like 2-3 hours before the call, like the person that's gonna hop on the call, like the closer essentially, want to personally hit the prospect up, because if the person can feel like they're speaking to an actual human before the call and not just automated like emails, then the show up rate is gonna increase dramatically, because they feel like, okay, I'm gonna talk to an actual human, this like real, it's not just like automations and this and that. So, and then we have the actual call. So after the call, there are 3 things that can happen. So either they close, or they no show, or they don't close and they are basically lost. So what happens if they close? Well, obviously they onboard, so you want to make sure that you over deliver inside the actual course or mentorship, because the close does not happen just because you receive payment. People can ask for a refund at any time, so the value delivery is part of the closing as well. But you can definitely decrease the chances of that. Like, you don't necessarily need to offer a refund as well, but if you do, make sure you over deliver. Even if you don't offer refunds, like, still over deliver, because you want your students to actually get results. Like, and also I can make a video talking specifically how to over deliver and decrease refund rates as well. I'm getting so many content ideas just by doing this. Anyways, if they no show, follow up with them personally, ask them, hey, notice you didn't show up on the call, like what's going on, and send them more testimonials. Like just bombard them with testimonials. Like, I know this creator scaled to 60K in 35 days because he used testimonials. He dialed in the content and the offer structure. and the testimonials. And if you don't close them, you can, if you don't close them, it's most likely gonna be because they don't have the money to, but at the same time, like, you don't even want to hop on a call with them if they don't have the money to. But sometimes, you know, people can say they have the money and then on a call, you know, it's just, sometimes you just don't close. Okay, it happens, like, it's normal. But then essentially what you want to do is downsell them to another offer that is gonna be less risky for them. So maybe like a community with a subscription based offer, so that they can still get some type of value. Those are some things that you can start implementing to increase or scale your info product business. Hope you found it valuable. I mean, if you don't want to do it yourself, I have a form in the description that you can fill out, and we can see if we might be able to partner up together and scale your info. You can expect a lot more from this channel. This is only the beginning, okay? I have barely scratched the surface right now with my content on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe for my next videos, like if you found this video, and comment what you want me to go deeper into for my next videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. I love you so much, and everything that you want out of life is at your fingertips. I believe in you. You're gonna crush it. You're gonna reach all of your goals that you've ever wanted to reach. It is possible. Come on, like, it's 2026. It is so possible. So yeah, I'm rooting for you, and I'll catch you in the next one.